that's there.
God.
So we'll be finding out in the draft. So very quickly, Kagura. Unfortunately, not going to see Kagura this time around. Kagura's the first one to get removed away by Tyrants. Mystic Burden taking their time to respond. Oh, nope, they come out and say, no, we do not want Lancelot.
He is...
He is out of words.
No words for him.
Completely removed. Now,
Oh, why Natalia?
interesting. You have Akai, you have Grok, you have Fanny, you have Zask. So many top tier picks here. We're
Odette
not going to quite
even.
see Andy Odette as well. It's interesting that Tyrants will remove Natalia away very, very specifically.
There must be a reason.
I mean, we do have, multiple good players that said, no, Fanny gets removed as well. Okay, so Akai is potentially open, Zas is there as well, but no, very, very fast. Harley, we saw such a good Harley coming before by WQXD. Now we're going to see Aeon's Harley. We've also seen really good Harleys come out of him as well. In response, Eudora?
I'm a bit...
Dead.
Oh.
Like
come
they
on.
play with
I
our
thought
hearts.
I could see Eudora, like, oh,
After
come
Aurora,
on.
seeing Eudora, it would have made such good sense. Unfortunately, no.
Oh. Come on, lock it. Oh, yay.
Okay, so Aurora does get picked. This must be your charm, right? All the Aurora games are coming out. And Akai is there as well. So Grok potentially open as well for Tyrants if they do want to secure it. Cho is there as well. One of the highly picked
I would
compositions.
go for
Not there.
Lolita.
A Lolita? Alright. Interesting.
Of course, Cho. There.
Cho
You
is
got
still
him,
there.
But he's on my side.
Cho and Hylos? Oh no, Grok and Cho. Okay.
Okay. That's oh.
So that's still pretty standard
Yeah.
from that side that's there. So okay.
Not easy to handle, but still doable with Akai Aurora combo. I think it's pretty decent.
But so far, I would say the drafting is quite equal. They haven't really revealed too much for either side yet. Let's see how Mystic Burden tries to round out this composition. Hilda.
Why are they picking all my favorite heroes?
This is your match to be watching, so I will remain absolutely silent and you're going to have it out there. Potentially, they could have been listening to before this when they talked about, what sort of ideals you want in a boyfriend. Oh, look at her, she's blushing. I wish I could zoom in the camera
I'm
into
so
this right now.
shy. No,
Yep.
guys, don't do this to me.
She's actually turning red.
My foundation is not covering.
No.
Oh.
Yi Shin does get picked up there.
Zas!
Potentially, wait. Let's not get... They've been playing with our hearts here, right? So
Come on, let's do this.
they have 10 more seconds left to go. Zask and Belmont does get locked in.
The enemy.
Oh my word. Now, Zask, Grok is there. So huge protection for Zask. You are seeing Harley having all that damage. Cho as well is such a good initiator or disengaging beamer to kick people back in. And Hayabusa runs out the composition for Mystic Burden. Okay.
I'm just really excited to see Zask perform because I have a very strong feeling that Zask he's just like so well protected by you have Grok, you have Balmon, you have Cho. I don't have to worry, I just throw my ward out there and then zap.
Right, so are you going to keep to your same prediction, which is going to be a 2-0 for Tyrants, now seeing their
Zask.
composition?
For Zask.
For
I will.
Zask?
For
But
Zask.
what about Aurora?
I
How
can't let
can-
them steal my heart. I have to stay firm.
Okay, so if Aurora wins and Aurora is the MVP, will you then potentially change your mind?
No, we have to be consistent.
You have to be consistent. All right. My prediction is going to Tyrants for this first game. I think, Mystic Burden will come back in the second game as well. I think the Zas pick over there, especially with the Grok and the Harley, offset that's there is going to be very key for them.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if we're going to be right or both of us are going to be wrong.
It's gonna be an interesting match because Zas is gonna be quite a headache, but Hilda will be able to actually counter Zas.
Yeah, if they can actually maneuver around him as well.
Exactly.
So Grok and Cho will have to come in and make sure that that is not happening.
Yep, they have to completely, keep him like, guys, this is my territory, you don't touch my guy.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, they have to play really strong bodyguard slash babysitter for Zaz, and if they do, it should be a clean victory for them. Tyrants on the blue side, on the red side, it is Mystic Burden already beginning with the proxy lane. There is Nanas, our key player, and the Turtle's going to be spawning on the top side of the map.
Not even 1 minute in, Tyrant is already being so aggressive. They took their buff, you know.
I love it.
It's so nice to see how united they are, guys. Let's run together. And of course, free farm for the top lanes for Mystic Burden. It's easy NC steal right there. So what do you think? They're just leaving Yi Xunshin all alone down there by himself.
I think that's perfectly fine. Especially now when he sees it's going up against Belmont, he should be able to hold himself out quite fine. Saiyan is one of the better players that's there, and we have seen him perform as well. There's a lovely message coming from Angel from Louvre SG that's supporting Tyrant. So we have other players within the league here that's also supporting them. So thank you for your message. I'm sure Tyrants definitely appreciates it and all the support that's there. Let's see if all that support towards Tyrants is going to yield them a victory, because so far it's looking pretty stale in terms of for both sides, because the action has not quite broken out just yet.
I think mid lane is quite interesting because Harley is going against Hayabusa, which I don't...
Down there, we are being seen that Hayabusa is chasing out Belmont away. With multiple members that are here, it looks like they're camping.
Waiting for Turtle.
That is...
And there was a first blood by Hayabusa and Belmont goes down, you know.
So they do get first blood, but this will be a very quick turtle being taken, especially with Zaz being there. Not much of a contest, an interesting trade-off that they choose to do over here. If Belmont did not go down, it would be almost completely within their favor. But I do like the specific strategy that they pulled out here. Very, very early aggressive turtle.
Yes.
That's being taken, just pushes them ahead just a little bit extra. I want to see if they continue doing that at the next one, like immediately just before it comes out, they all gather their way. We are seeing here that Obi does get caught out just by a little bit. Looks like we'll be able to be taken down. Hayabusa gets a kill. Zask is down in the end. But will the two other members manage to get out of this? Aurora has the final freeze. Will it be enough? The wall is there. Flicker forward aggressively, but the freeze is not quite enough. Grok comes in and says, I want a piece of that. And Harley is now back out here. Kuja is in a little bit of trouble. He needs to be cautious about this, but Harley's cooldowns will be almost back up again. Will it be enough though? No, it will not
be enough. I mean, that was
a very back and forth exchange that's over there. Neither team being able to translate that into an objective as well. I think a little bit of a swing goes to Mystic Burden because they managed to get the amount of kills that's there. A little bit of an overextension by Tyrants, not realizing that Harley was also coming up for the additional kills.
Probably. I would think Grok actually did a pretty smart move over there to buy time, but at the same time he was confident enough to take Aurora out. So that will buy some time, and it's so that to reduce the loss on their side. So I don't know. What do you think? You know, Turtle is coming up. Everyone is everywhere at the moment.
Potentially because it's spawning in the bottom side here. I think it's interesting that Mystic Burden immediately recognizes what they did the first time around and have multiple people camping out around Turtle already. Now back up top, we are seeing that, you know, Hilda is rummaging, just waiting for the top there. It looks like immediately back into game. Here we have it. Thank you all for being so patient with us. Tyrants once again on the blue side, red side, it is Mystic Burden.
Wow, we can see right here, Tyrants, you see, dominating the bottom lane. 2 turrets down.
Oh, and still, it looks like they will be focusing that out completely. Tyrants does get the top turret. As more engages come through, Zask is waiting at the end there. It will take it down. Grok gets the kill credit for that. They are not done. They still are finding more. As Saiyan decides to go back into the mid lane because nobody is there. He looks like he's going to get the mid turret. Exactly. So top turret does go down. Mid turret also being pressured. Really good rotation, splitting them up. Hayabusa does get that bottom lane, but back in that mid lane, they will be able to get it. And Akai, already using their jump, needs to be very careful. He might find his doom.
Can he run? I don't think he can run away from this. It's like, you know, the whole group is on him.
Yishu's ultimate will help them out. The freeze does come through. Will it be enough though? That is the tank. The damage is there. People are being brought low. Saiyan on the other hand, but the wall is good, blocking them away.
That was
and
a
with Zaz minions as there.
Yes.
Really good job coming up by Tyrant's side. Zaz gets a kill onto Yishin
And
as
Cho
well.
had a really, really good choice in pinning down Hilda. And to kick him out of the grass, you know, that's never ever fight Hilda in the bush, right?
Yes, exactly.
I still see people do it and I don't understand why. And of course, they're gonna try to secure Lord. There's really nothing much that Mystic Burden can do except, you know, clearing waves and all that. I'm a bit worried for Mystic Burden right now.
I am as well. It's a little bit crushing at this point because they haven't been able to stabilize the game much towards their favor. With Lord being taken as well. The window is closing because they need to stabilize the game. And in order to stabilize the game, they need to be able to play a better macro sense and to avoid Zaz.
Be afraid
Yeah.
of the ward. I think Tyrant is just going full on objective gaming right here. We're just gonna go for the Tyrants. Let's win this game. Not much war. We're just gonna play it safe and get the win. So Harley is roaming around alone. I think they're gonna go very aggressively on top. Do you think they're gonna dive with Lord?
Potentially, I think they're going to look to crack open the base, but Harley's also at the bottom lane, so they might not want to push too much, but get multiple lanes. In fact, we are going to see already being dashed out in there. Akai does get removed, assassinated away. Aurora does freeze out Belmont, but not the target they're looking for. Hilda will get taken away as well, so that's Grok that gets the kill credit. And this might be the very end. Lord is already now attacking the main base. The kick up does go through with the Jikundo. Saiyan does get taken out in the end, but it's not enough. The base does get taken away.
Go Tyrant!
Comes up
I have
with
good
the kill.
faith in them.
And your prediction was absolutely right. Peaches them for the win. Grok getting the MVP on that side of the match, and Zaz being able to pick up Yushin Shin there. 0 deaths.